welcome to the last edition of the Nzone this season, and we got plenty of material to cover, so let me take you on a magic carpet ride. This past weekend, Nate honored the athletes of the 2006-2007 season with the annual Nate Athletic Awards Night. All men's and women's Nate teams were celebrated at the event, along with the individual teammates being awarded in recognition of their efforts this season. The highest honors of the night for male and female athletes of the year went to Captain Ben Stokes of the men's hockey team and the record-breaking Dale Marie Cumberbatch of the women's basketball team. Both were humbled by the honor.
It's an honor. There's a lot of good athletes in Nate Athletics, and yeah, it's an honor to be considered a male athlete of the year.
I think it'd be more of a recognition if everybody on our team got an award, because I think everybody's putting just as much work. Everybody works just as hard.
Congratulations to all the winners of the awards night, and good luck to all the teams next season. The Edmonton Rush came to last Saturday's game knowing that their chances for their first ever playoff appearance were just out of reach. But they were sure not to back down in front of a record-breaking capacity crowd at Rexall Place for a little Battle of Alberta action. A high-octane atmosphere at the start of this one. How does that guy even drive around in that costume anyway? Oh, well, first quarter action. Chris McElroy gets the rebound, full tilt, 1-0 Rush. Calgary response as Roger Avery makes the cross-field pass to Jeff Shatler on the breakaway. That made it 2-1 Roughnecks. The rest of the first half was pretty much all Calgary, as this was their fifth unanswered goal. 9-5 next at the end of the half. In the third, Jimmy Quinlan tries to spark some offense in his team with this nice effort. That Bra showed some pretty clutch hands to beat Roger Avery on this play. Calgary's lead is cut down to 10-6. The Roughnecks' momentum isn't going to be derailed that easy, though, as Lewis Ratcliffe takes a couple of baby steps and helps maintain Calgary's dominating lead, 16-7 in the fourth. Less than 5 minutes left, Dan Stroop breaks out with not just one, not just two, but 3 consecutive goals. The individual effort is not enough to close the gap on Calgary's huge lead. The Edmonton Rush closed the season with a 17-11 loss to the Calgary Roughnecks. The racing buzz is about to run wild in the city as the next Edmonton Grand Prix will be hitting the streets this summer. I spoke with a local race car driver and enthusiast who's been in the game for more than 50 years. Every Tuesday night, Jack Ondrak and friends get together for what they call car night, where they hang out at Jack's shop to build and talk race cars.
It knows road speed and RPM.
These buddies comprise the Boreal Laser Race Team, in which Jack is the owner and lead driver. He has been meddling around and driving cars for more than 50 years.
I guess as a kid I was fascinated with cars, and the European cars are the most beautiful things I'd seen as a teenager, and then when I got involved as a driver in competition, I found that it was challenging. The rest of life's pretty boring compared to driving a racing car.
Jack is also an original member of the Northern Alberta Sports Car Club, which he also helped form 50 years ago. They are the organizers of all things racing in this region and have big plans for the upcoming Edmonton Grand Prix in the sports car racing event.
We expect to have 60 cars on the track. It should be one of the most interesting sports car races, perhaps the most interesting one ever in Canada.
Jack will be taking part in the upcoming race and has no plans of retiring anytime soon.
The Marquis de Portugal was killed in a racing car and said that racing is life, the rest is waiting.
If you want to learn more about the planned sports car race happening at the Edmonton Grand Prix, visit www.edmontonrace.com. Now, for the purposes of good TV, I'll be sticking with our racing theme and test my own skills on the racetrack, but maybe not the kind of racetrack you're thinking. That's this week's Nzone Challenge. Hey, Rob, how's it going? See you. Everyone, I'm here with Rob Renz of the Renz Racing Northwest Truck Team. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Rob.
Well, I'm the crew chief for Renz Racing, and I basically prepare the car and refuel and change the tires, make sure it's ready for racing.
You're aspiring to be a race car driver yourself one day?
Yes, I am. Hopefully in a couple of years once I'm done university during the summer.
And are you ready to challenge me to a little my kind of racing?
Let's go.
All right.
bring it.
All right. So the race is over. Robbie beat me fair and square, but you have to admit, I did give you a little run for your money there, didn't I?
I don't know, you're playing pretty dirty and you still couldn't get by me. Plus, weren't you on auto?
The audience wasn't supposed to know about that one, so I'm just gonna shut up and let Robbie finish now.
For the Nzone challenge, this is Rob Wren.
So, Sam, you were using automatic and you still couldn't win?
No worries, Sam. You're still Hall of Fame in my book.
Well, like Rob said, I raced dirty. Well, that's it for sports this season, guys.
Thanks, Sam.
Come in. The reporter fills you in on the must-see